Could you imagine somebody showing up at your house with a freshly had baby that still has the umbilical cord and also have parts of the mother's inside body still hooked to it and say, "Oh, I just had a baby." You, obviously, she was mentally crazy, and that's crazy. I mean, her ripping it out of the mother is really crazy. Welcome to the short bus. I hope everybody is doing good. I'm doing another "Is a Monster" video, I guess. The monster is Kathy Coy. She basically um, fished out this Jamie Stice and had her meet her thinking, well, Jamie Stice was pregnant, and and this Kathy Coyle fished her out saying, "Oh, I'm gonna give you some free baby clothes," and ended up um, cutting her open and taking the baby out and leaving her for dead. But we'll get y'all definitely trigger warning if I should have said that to begin with, but definitely trigger warning. So let's get into a little bit of it.
All right, thanks a lot, Jay. A stun gun, a drywall knife, and zip ties. That's what police say a Kentucky woman used to murder a pregnant woman and kidnap her unborn baby.
And just a few of the new details that emerged from the suspect's first court appearance. Steve Tellier joins us now with more on this bizarre murder case. Steve?
Rick and Vicky, 33-year-old Kathy Coy is accused of murdering 21-year-old Jamie Stice and cutting Stice's unborn child out of her womb. At a probable cause hearing in Warren County earlier today, a detective described exactly what he says Coy did before, during, and after that murder. In front of a packed courtroom, Kathy Coy came before a judge for the first time. She's charged with murdering Jamie Stice and kidnapping the pregnant 21-year-old's unborn child. Coy was in tears before a detective began to outline the case against her.
She said she had a miscarriage and then she pretended she was pregnant and led her whole family to believe she was pregnant.
Detective Chad Wynn says while Coy pretended to be pregnant, she befriended Stice. Then, last Wednesday, he says Coy showed up at a friend's house claiming she had just given birth.
She advised that Miss Coy had no pants on and she was sitting on the placenta and the female organs and holding the baby in her hands.
Police say Coy and the baby boy were taken to the hospital, but the doctors called police to report the birth as suspicious.
All of her female organs were still in her. So, therefore, there's no way that this could be her baby.
Wynn says police then accessed Coy's Facebook account and discovered two of her friends were pregnant. One of them was Stice.
I then asked Miss Coy if that baby was Jamie Stice's. I asked her directly.
What was her response?
She says, "I don't know." At that time, I was very alarmed by this.
Wynn says Coy angrily denied any wrongdoing, but eventually led police to Stice's body, which was found in a wooded area.
Her throat was slit. Her wrist was slit. She was disemboweled. And the baby was obviously cut out of her.
Police say Coy used a stun gun on Stice and also bound her arms with zip ties. While Wynn described the scene to a judge, the victim's family members were overcome with emotion.
This is sad. It's just heartbreaking to all of us. And what she done to her was sick, and she was robbed of being a mom.
That state police detective also testified that before the murder, Coy told her daughter that she was going to kidnap a child and also asked her teenage son to help her commit a murder. As for that newborn baby boy, friends and family members say he is still at the hospital but is in good condition. I'm Steve Tellier, WLKY News.
Thank you, Steve. Now, Coy's defense attorney.
A Kentucky woman faces life without parole after pleading guilty but mentally ill today to killing a young expectant mother and cutting the baby from her womb. Kathy Coy saw before a judge in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and pled guilty to kidnapping and murdering Jamie Stice, 21. Wow, that's really young. Coy confessed to befriending Stice on Facebook, telling the mother she was expecting and promised to help put her in touch with a company that could provide free diapers and baby clothes. No, it's kind of sad because she was she was trying to felt like everybody knows how much diapers are if you have kids, and free clothing for a baby. Looking for, mm. Instead, Coy lured Stas into a rural wooded area, tagged her with a stun gun, slit her throat and wrist, and cut the baby from her uterus last year. It's been more than a year now. Coy later confessed to police and led them to Stas's body. Coy advised that she stunned her. Her throat was slit. Her wrists were slit. She was disemboweled. Police Department Chad Wynn testified in a hearing in April. The baby was obviously cut out of her. Stas's remains were discovered on April 14th in wooded area in southern Kentucky, one day after she was last seen with Coy outside her Morgantown home. Coy had appeared earlier that same day and was arrested at Bowling Green Hospital carrying a newborn baby but displaying no signs of giving birth. The boy named Isaiah Allen Stas Reynolds survived the ordeal. Stas's mother, Jean Stas, told the Associated Press he looked a whole lot like Jamie when she was a baby. She said the baby lives with his father, but regularly sees Stas's family. Because a monster like this took this child's mom out of her like this. It's sad. I do believe the death penalty would have been suffice for Kathy. Up to a plea to avoid the death penalty. Prosecutors believe she initially tried to rope her 14-year-old daughter into helping with the murder following a miscarriage. Yeah, she tried to have her son and daughter help her, and they was like, you're crazy or whatever. And then she said, well, I'm just joking. And then she wasn't joking. She's played like she had a split personality, went out and found a victim, met this woman and made a victim out of her and her whole family, because now this child won't know its mother. And that's cutting her up like that, that's why she is a monster. Here we have her offender lookup. The Commonwealth of Kentucky. Kathy Michelle Coyle. Institution days, 2011. Life without parole. Classification medium. She deserves like this medium. She deserves no special treatment. Life without parole, maximum life without parole. 47, white, gender female, blue eyes, brown. Color eyes blue, hair color brown, 5'4", 171 pounds. Here we have her charges. And that's all for this episode of Is a Monster, and Kathy Coy is a monster. Like, comment, share if you want to, and hope everybody has a blessed day. Bye.